video, we will go over proper cover cress seeding techniques utilizing a vertical tillage with seeder application method. Today, we are seeding a cornfield located in Spring Run, Illinois. The cover cress seeding date is September 21st, and we are seeding one day following corn harvest. Equipment overview. Today, we are going to seed cover cress with a high-speed vertical tillage disc. This tillage pass will size and chop the corn residue to allow for proper seed-to-soil contact. The angle of the tillage gang and the angle of travel will influence how effectively your tillage pass will achieve this goal. Follow your manufacturer's recommendations for how to set your specific vertical tillage tool. The goal is to have at least 50 to 65% residue still on the soil surface so that seeds can reach the soil surface and be lightly incorporated into the soil. It's important to set your seed rate and planting depth appropriately to ensure sufficient seed spread per acre and that the seed is placed under the soil to the correct depth. When setting up your seeder, ensure the seed box and tubes are clean and empty, and that your seeding tubes are attached with a tight fit. It will be important to have the proper meter and flow settings for your specific seeder attachment. Cover cress seeds are small, and a smaller seed meter may be required for your specific seeder to prevent overseeding. It is also important to manage your ground speed. Excessive ground speed may make it difficult to maintain proper seeding rates at the lower seeding rates prescribed for cover cress seeding. Seeding overview. All cover cress seed will be golden in color as you see here. For demonstration purposes, the seed has been colored blue for higher visibility. When dialing in your planter settings, make sure that cover cress seed is planted at a rate of 5 pounds per acre. Seed will be distributed behind tillage discs and will be firmed in with press wheels or firmer wheels. It's okay if some seed remains on the soil surface. Make sure to not incorporate too much residue, so there is a mulch layer to protect the seed on the soil surface. Take ground observations during the seeding process so that not too much seed is laying on top of residue. It may be necessary to increase the aggressiveness of the tillage angle or change ground speed, depending on how much residue is in the field you are seeding. Excessive tillage that creates a fluffy or over-tilled seedbed can create an environment where seeds can get buried too deeply if there are heavy rains post-seeding. Timing. When seeding cover cress, it is important to note the planting date of the field you are seeding. The optimum seeding timing for this geographic region is September 10th through September 30th. This will maximize the plant growth and rainfall opportunity. Contact your authorized cover cress agent for specific seeding date recommendations for your area. Residue management. Residue management is greatly dependent on the field conditions in which you are seeding. In high-yield corn environments, it's important that not all residue is buried under the soil. The ideal residue management condition is 50 to 65% residue remaining. Ensure that all equipment is properly set to achieve uniformity of corn residue. You may need to adjust the angle and speed of cutting based on how it's moving the residue around. The firmness of the soil surface also needs to be monitored. If the tool has a firmer on it, you want to check that the soil surface is firm, with minimal air pockets. Growth expectations. The planted cover cress crop will take 14 to 18 days after the effective planting date before you will see plant emergence. It is important to note that the planting date is the date the crop was seeded, which is different than the effective planting date. The effective planting date is the date at which the crop has received rain or precipitation. This is because moisture is required for the plant germination to begin. To ensure a successful crop, the plant should be 3 to 4 inches in diameter by early December. It's important the plant is this size before temperatures drop and growth slows. Key takeaways. Here are some key takeaways to ensure a successful season. Timing. It is very important to plant as early as possible to optimize plant growth and capture rainfall events before the days get shorter and colder. Seed rate. Always follow equipment guidelines. Plant cover cress seed at a rate of 5 pounds per acre when using a seeder. Effective planting date. The date on which the crop receives the first 3/4 of an inch of moisture. not the date it was seeded. For best outcomes, remember that poor residue management will result in poor seed-to-soil contact. Do not seed too deep on over-tilled soil, and watch out for seeds lying on top of the residue. If you have any follow-up questions, please contact our customer success team at www.covercress.com. Thanks for watching.